Hey, what it do? Make that like button blue. Sub if you new. Hey, what it do? Make that like button blue. Sub if you new.
Hello, salutations. What you do? It's Dr. Gamer All Fire Durag again. No vibes like scrap. Let's get it. Welcome back, Durag Nation. Happy Sunday. What's up, Ishan? It's once again time for the Tokyo Game Show. Well, another Tokyo Game Show stream. Didn't cover all the ones I wanted. What's up, Gabe? Because some of them were just insane. Like I like the Tokyo Game Show, but yeah, I can't cover all the showcases because they'll be on Japanese time. Like Sony was cool, like the PlayStation showcase, like normal time, 5 p.m. But the Xbox showcase was at like 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I'm not doing that. There was a Resident Evil Requiem showcase last night, but that was like 2:30 in the morning. I'm like, I'm not watching that. I'll catch it later. I thought Leon Kenny might show up, but nope, no Leon. How you doing, sir? But they did show a little bit more of the game. They showed some. I didn't know. I know what they're saying because it was in Japanese, but they had one of the people there actually play one of the levels. And it ended on a pretty insane cliffhanger. Resident Evil Requiem looks crazy. Are someone hating on Wolverine? Was the Sweet Baby stuff? It's very chronically online nonsense, but yeah, basically Sweet Baby Inc. became like the supreme boogeyman, the final boss, the Thanos of anti-woke social media. That's essentially how it went. Like people associate every bad thing that happens to a game with Sweet Baby Inc. Basically, they think if they think any game has too much diversity, then they blame Sweet Baby Inc. And they're essentially just, they're a consultant group. Yeah, they're a very politically motivated consultant group, but they're a small group. They consult on some games. They don't have that much impact at all. But everyone on that side just rallied around Sweet Baby as the culprit. So whenever they're trying to, farm some content, they just say, "Oh, Sweet Baby Inc. is going to ruin the game," Like they consulted on God of War Ragnarok, they consulted on Spider-Man 2, and they consulted on Wolverine as well. Obviously, most people agree God of War Ragnarok was great. Most people also agreed Spider-Man 2 was great, even though it got, it's been getting more backlash online. I mean, the reviews are still the highest in the series. Audience score is still the highest. Sales are still great. Yeah, if a game fails, it has nothing to do with Sweet Baby. They have no control over the outcome of whether or not a game, like, any advice they give or any work they do is subject to the approval of the studio. Yeah, they're reaching for the Wolverines with the Wolverine stuff. Obviously, a lot of people thought the trailer was really good. It's hard to deny that. So they reached for something because they were already ready to hate on Wolverine because of the previous knowledge that Sweet Baby was involved. So now they were just ready for the trailer to be something they could easily farm for outrage. But because the trailer was so good, they were like, oh well, Oh, Mystique is in it, and for some reason I don't know, they were trying to say she looks ugly. I mean, she literally just looks like Mystique. I mean, they had to reach for something. Wolverine is known for his feminist ideals. True. He is a feminist. You saw someone say it shouldn't be brutal because kids will want to play it. It just loads of other traumas. Yeah, someone old must have said that because kids play and see all sorts of crazy stuff on the internet. Like when I was a kid, I was watching R-rated horror movies. I was playing video games with blood and stuff. And then, you know, don't get me started on the internet in the live leak era. the stuff that people saw there. Nah, this they did the right thing. Wolverine is supposed to be mature. You can't tell a proper Wolverine story if like the violence is censored. J Shock Blast. I'm actually assuming people are stupid if they cry about Sweet Baby. Pretty good assumption. Kids play Mortal Midbag and Grand Theft Auto. Don't forget Grand Theft Auto. Yeah, some of the most popular games of all time, among many different ages, happen to be extremely violent. Call of Duty. It just is what it is. I think they did the right thing. I'm glad Insomniac went for it with Wolverine. It definitely makes editing Wolverine videos harder because you have to cut around some of the extreme gore from the gameplay trailer, but I'll take it. Guarantee when GTA 6 Online comes out, it's going to be flooded with 9. Yeah, of course. Yeah, the rating is just basically the ratings are just there, you know, just to cover themselves legally. Because people aren't going into stores anymore. It's not like not like some kid's going to go into a local GameStop and ask to buy GTA 6, a physical copy of GTA 6, and they're going to get ID. No, they're going to buy it on the PlayStation Store or whatever. You saw someone commenting that Marvel should take back their game licenses from Insomniac. I mean, it's saying something. That's probably one of the stupidest things I've ever seen. Insomniac is pretty much carrying when it comes to Marvel games, have been for the last 6 years or so. I can't even imagine what the argument is. I actually know what the argument is. It's stupid. It's going to be because of their personal politics and how they feel about Spider-Man 2 having a mission where you play as a deaf girl for 5 minutes. Like, it's not going to be anything rational that makes any sense. Like, the few times Marvel has pulled their license, it's been because of like some, you know, serious stuff. They're not going to pull the license of a Sony published game series of Marvel games that have brought in over 50 million units sold in the last 6 years because someone on the internet has a problem with diversity. That's never happening. 2026 might be the first great year of gaming to you since 2018. I think we have several. I think we have several great years. 2025 is going to be the first great year of gaming to you since 2018. I think we have several. I think we have several great years of gaming to you since 2018. I think we have several. I think we have several great years of gaming to you since 2018. I think we have several. 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 I think we have great years of gaming. I think 2026 is just going to be the continuation of it. And potentially the best of all time. Depending on how everything shakes out. Wolverine is actually a gluten-free vegan and it's like checking his profile. That's my new headcanon. I gotta troll when I finally get my hands on Wolverine. Cause you know someone's when people are streaming it, you're gonna have people coming in saying, "Oh, you're playing this woke game." It's always, or how woke is it? It's so weird what people care about. We'll have a Spider-Man and Wolverine crossover. I believe it's coming. They are. Insomniac did confirm they share the same universe. It's only a matter of time before we have some sort of crossover. Won't be anytime soon. I doubt Wolverine's going to pop up in Spider-Man 3. But I think for sure in the future they're going to have like some kind of crossover. Insomniac's slowly building up their Marvel universe. And I'm definitely here for it. Okay, so I know a little bit now about the future game show that we're spectating. I was trying to find out more in the email. But I had to look it up. So I don't know all of what's showing. I know there's going to be Killing Floor 3. And Ubisoft is going to be here, surprisingly. Not sure what they're going to be showing off. But yeah, they got something for the Tokyo Game Show. Splinter Cell, they are doing some Splinter Cell stuff. I know they have the Splinter Cell anime that just dropped. But yeah, we came out a while ago. They were doing like some sort of Splinter Cell remake. So that's going to be interesting. Okay, the only thing I know Ubisoft is cooking up. I know they have the Black Flag remake. They're doing a Splinter Cell remake at some point. And they've got like a bunch of Assassin's Creed related stuff. Your friend said that the Arkham games and Spider-Man games are the worst games to come out ever. His favorite game is Scoot X. I think he's rage baiting. What up? What up? How you doing? How you doing, Scoot? What's up, Flossie? I think GTA 6 will be delayed again. I think everyone's assuming it's going to get delayed again. I wouldn't be surprised if it got a small delay, but I think it's most likely just going to drop exactly when they said. Because I know the investors were annoyed by the first delay because they made it seem like they were, you know, committed to the fall, even though, according to insider sources, the devs were saying, yeah, this is definitely not ready for the fall of 2025. But they gave an actual release date this time, which is a big deal for game publishers. So I think they're going to stick with it. We knew at least one delay was coming. I would be surprised if... I would be a little surprised if they delayed it again. Because I think it got delayed in the first place because they just needed more polishing. And they didn't want it to come out, you know, messed up. The Spider-Man game is coming to mobile. A mobile Spider-Man game. Haven't seen it. Yeah, because it's... Studios in general are very peculiar. They're very specific when it comes to release timing, because there's a lot of, especially AAA studios, there's a lot of money, a lot of moving parts when it comes to, like, when you're a launch. Like, if you're giving a date, that means everyone is planning around the date. So your investors are planning, your whole marketing around the game is planned around that. And, you know, some of those, and that includes stuff that they can't refund if you have to, you know, if you have to push it back. So they're very particular about their release announcements. That's why studios will be like, will give windows, like they'll say, oh, this year or this part in the year, you know, early 2020 this or fall this, so that they have some wiggle room. Because they'll have like an internal target date, but they'll say, you know, like for Insomniac, they're doing fall because, you know, that gives them like a 3-month window to release. That means they're pretty confident they can get the game out. They're confident they can get the game out in 2026, but they want to have some wiggle room in case they have to, you know, move stuff around. Casual in the building. You're just here for your My Hero Academia news. Now, doesn't that new My Hero game come out December? That actually looks fun. The Spider-Man mobile game is actually coming out tomorrow. I haven't played a mobile game in a while. I'll look into it. What's up, Ja? Welcome. What's up, Bob Cars? Over on the Twitch side, how you doing? So my reaction to Wolverine's Classic. Yeah, I had to almost sold the clip, but it kind of made it funnier because I got so excited when I realized it was Wolverine that my headphone cord popped out. So I had no sound, so I had to go and pull up the cord. See, next year PlayStation do a showcase. Yeah, I think that's a good chance. You're chilling at home, nice. Yeah, like when Sonic said they're doing something for the spring, that's like May. That's May, probably May, which is around the time PlayStation usually has their own event. So it's either going to be a dedicated state of play or it's going to be like a full-on showcase. And with the, you know, PS6 supposed to be coming out in 2027, I think that's a pretty good assumption. It's called Spider Fuser. Oh, it's a fan game? Is it bad you think Fortnite is one of the worst things that happen in gaming? I mean, you're not alone. I personally don't necessarily think so. I mean, if you want to make the argument that microtransactions is the worst thing that happened to gaming, I mean, you'd have to go back further than Fortnite. I think Fortnite is one of the better games when it comes to live service. What should we expect to see here? I know we're going to have Ubisoft doing something, Killing Floor 2, world premieres stuff from the Tokyo Game Show floor. Annapurna is going to be presenting some stuff. Devolver is going to be there. We're going to get something for Warhammer 40k Dawn of War 4. Little Morbid Metal. It's supposed to be like 30 games, 1 hour show. Yeah, 2026 is stacked. Like, it's got pretty much everything. Wolverine and Rise of Hydra, GTA 6, Crimson Desert, a new Lego Batman game, 2 superhero fighting games, Tokan and Invincible. It's got Undefeated Genesis, which is basically going to be our Superman game. It's going to, for anime fans, you got Solo Leveling, 7 Deadly Sins. You got Resident Evil for Capcom. You know, they got Resident Evil Requiem, Pragmata, Onimusha. You got the 007 First Light. It's insane. Only thing is, you feel like with the Battle Pass, try to keep people coming back. I mean, I think fun is just going to come down to preference. I mean, a lot of people have fun with Fortnite. You know, there's a lot of different modes now in Fortnite. There's obviously people love the concerts. They love, you know, dressing up as the different characters because they do go crazy with the cosmetics. They put a lot more. They put a lot into it other than just, you know, making them skins. You know, they have some pretty interesting and fun events as well. So I think essentially if you enjoy some part of the Fortnite core experience, then you're pretty much satisfied. And that's why people kind of overlook some of the FOMO around the battle pass. But at the end of the day, yeah, I think most people who play Fortnite are satisfied with the fun element. But I guess it depends on your motivations. If you're like a competitive, I don't know what the competitive scene is looking like, but it just seems like a pretty casual, fun game to enjoy with your friends. They bring back zombies in. Now, Resident Evil Requiem is going to be big. They showed nothing new. They had the I mean, it was they didn't show too much at the Capcom Tokyo Game Show, but they had like an hour-long presentation last night. It just, you know, happened to be 2:00 in the morning, but they had a bunch of stuff in there. Yeah, I couldn't understand what they were saying because it was in Japanese, but they had a big gameplay, unedited gameplay section. So they definitely had new stuff for the Tokyo Game Show. You just had to be awake for it. Used to really like the game. You tried out the proximity chat and had oh yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean that's just online games in general. Especially if there's like a competitive element. Yeah, I don't think anyone's surprised Wolverine had some sort of delay with the cyber attack, but the fact that it still is coming out in 2026, I think that's still a W. Somniac bounced back really well. For you, best games is GTA, San Andreas, Spider-Man games, Resident Evil 4 original and remake. Yeah, for me, my favorite GTA was GTA 3. I think I like Arkham City. I think Arkham City is the best superhero game. Miles Morales was my favorite of the Spider-Man games from Insomniac. But yeah, Ghost of Tsushima is my favorite game, and I definitely have Fable 2 in my top 5. For sure. Along with Final Fantasy X. And like GTA 3 because I can't speak. I loved it, bro. I played so much GTA 3. I would just like sit in the car, listen to the radio. Like I would like every time, like once I finish the game, there would be times I wouldn't even be playing, like, you know, doing anything, like running around. I just pull up in a parking garage and just listen to the radio. I love that game. I played like 2 hours of Red Dead 2. Never finished it. Original GTA trilogy or definitive? I didn't play the definitive. Never played it. Was that the one that people didn't like? That had like problems or whatever? They were arguing his origins. Vice City. Vice City was great too. Vice City was amazing. Yeah, GTA 3 just hit different. Rockstar you called it defective. Yeah, that's what I remember. Like I remember a lot of memes about it. I actually get it. All right, almost 10. See what's hitting on. Yeah, it was different. Following programs intended for mature audiences. Probably because of Killing Floor. When you listen to K-Rose, that's the country radio, your car flips for nothing. I always listen to Laszlo in GTA.
Hello and welcome to the PC gaming show, Tokyo Direct. I'm Elle Osili-Wood and I could not be more excited to be your host today. This show represents a whole lot of firsts for PC Gamer. It's the first time we've ever brought you a show from the world-famous Tokyo Game Show in Japan.
Shout out to y'all.
It's also the first time I've ever hosted the PC Gaming Show.
Big year from movies as well. Oh yeah,
the first
stacked.
time a host of the PC Gaming Show has
Marvel
been
and
paid
DC.
$3 million. All right.
Says she's gorgeous.
Over the next hour, we'll be spotlighting some of the most exciting games coming to PC.
Is
We've got a lot lined up.
Anata being
World premieres, new trailers, and a lot of fun surprises.
Oh, GTA
We're
Spider-Man?
taking you right out onto the streets of Tokyo, as well as directly
might be.
onto the TGS show floor. And I'll be broadcasting our show from
I have Android.
in our web encoding-enabled broadcast vehicle and
You're a very mature
audio-visual
audience.
Nexus. Truth be told, it's just a van with a bunch of computers in it. It's the same sort of budget constraints that mean I'm only getting paid $4 million.
Literally GTA Spider-Man.
And I think I parked it on a crosswalk. Luckily, I'm not the only one from PC Gamer at the show. While I move the van, let's go to our own Midas Whittaker, who was
The game looks fun. It's just so weird that they randomly just put a bunch of Spider-Man 2 stuff in there. Well, I saw a clip. They literally took the symbiote slam attack from Spider-Man 2 and put it in the game.
Tokyo Direct. Today, I'll be your eyes and ears on a tour of Tokyo. And we're better to bring you our very first world premiere of the show than here in Akihabara.
It's literally GTA,
Electric heart of
Zenless Zone
Japan's
Zero,
anime,
Spider-Man 2,
manga, and video game culture.
rolled in a run.
You might be wondering, is Midas
Zenless Zone Zero.
using this opportunity to load up on a lifetime?
Phantom Blade Zero is
of
supposed to be
premium
next year,
merch?
actually.
And to that I say, how dare you? I'm a professional here to do a job. And oh my God, look at that Sephiroth statue. I need to buy 4 immediately. Now I've got about 100,000 yen that's got a date with some gacha machines. But first, let's get this PC gaming show started right. Take a look at our first world premiere.
All right, let's see what they're cooking. The first world premiere. It's from Atari. Is he British? Sounds like it.
They just don't know it yet.
With new content and community mods. It looks just like the old Doom. I used to play this with I used to play old Doom with my dad. The original one. That was like the only game he played. It looks just like Doom. Blood refresh supply. All platforms.
Hello, I am Alex Horn.
Jump
and,
scare.
weirdly, I'm in an upcoming adventure game alongside some of Britain's finest
Anata with
comedy
Sony, they get a
talents.
pass, true.
Check it out.
Rip Monolith,
Please.
yeah.
Balak,
Yes, my beloved father.
I need to pass on the Grand Shepherd.
This looks like an Adult
before I
Swim show.
die.
I'm honored.
Not to you, pathetically listen.
It looks like your dad.
It's finally
Yeah, PS.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to do the whole
Yeah, the
thing
PC gaming
again.
show like focuses on like games that are coming to PC, but they're not like PC exclusives. Some they'll have some of those, but yeah, they have a lot of stuff that's multi-platform as well.
You grimy little toad.
It's only invasive if you say things out loud in its presence.
Follow me to the cockpit. Quickly, before I die!
Yeah, that's funny. Steve Martin, Sam O'Leary. That's quite a cast. Earth Must Die. Wish this on Steam. Yeah, late. Have you seen any Ultra Kill? Not yet. Just started. You have never seen a worse market strategy than the Rise of Hydra? I mean, I'm sure there've been plenty. The Rise of Hydra is... I think it's just the game's not ready. I think that's the problem. That's why they're not doing a big marketing push. But yeah, they're definitely cutting it a little close. This is like an isometric strategy game with minotaurs. Duke Nukem, that's a throwback. Did I play Granny Horror from 2017? Nah. I've never even heard of that.
Fun fact, the Minotaur
Getting
has
Yote
a
for
man's
Christmas?
body
Nice.
and a bull's head because his mum was a
Yeah,
human
I should
and
be
his dad
getting
was a bull.
my copy on October 1st
You know what? That fact
in
isn't
the
much fun at all.
early morning.
Minos is coming to us from one of my favorite
Hopefully.
publishers, the Twisted Minds over at
It's gonna be a
Devolver
busy week.
Digital. Phew. Take it from me, September in
Because I want to
Japan
stream
can be
Ghost of
pretty
Yote.
hot.
But I also gotta
But if
I
you're
also
looking
gotta
to
make some
cool
Rivals
off,
videos
I've got just
for
the thing
Daredevil.
for you. Get ready for the new Moomin adventure from Hyper Games and bundle up, because it's damn right chilly in there.
Thanks, Midas, and hello, PC Gaming Show.
Second
I'm
Prize
Rex.
Still
I'm here
Games?
on the show floor at TGS, And wouldn't you know it, look what I just found. It's RA from Hyper Games. Welcome to the coziest corner of Tokyo.
I think the last time I played anything remotely isometric was Ultron Battle Matrix mode in Rivals,
This is
in Marvel Rivals.
It's a sequel to a Snufkin that we did last year, and we're here to have people play it. And also,
Those events change your life, guaranteed, probably.
You can find the game on Steam and wishlist it if you like it.
Some crazy lady locked you in the house. You had to find a way out. She had a baseball bat. That's a crazy premise for a game. Well, at this point, Rise of Hydra, they skipped the Tokyo Game Show. They skipped the State of Play. So, I mean, they have to do it at the Game Awards. There's no other show. There's no other big showcase left, unless they do Comic-Con. They could do Comic-Con actually. That's the next opportunity they have. New York Comic-Con in a few weeks. So I think Iron Man. Oh, that's a good question actually. So from Insider Gaming did an article saying that the Iron Man game was still a couple years away because Motive were forced to work on Battlefield 6, so it got delayed a little bit internally. So if Iron Man's a couple years away, then and the PS6 launches in 2027, Iron Man probably launches 2028 maybe. I know Blade is targeting 2027. So Travis, nothing too crazy. I'll say nothing that you probably would play. Think it'll get delayed till midsummer, yeah. Because early. If they don't start their marketing in October, they probably have to delay it.
But before we start, there are things you must know.
Okay, I'm listening.
Here we go! For starters, you'll need to master defense.
They could release it in March for early 2026. But if they only show their state, if they only start promoting at the Game Awards, then they only have January and February to drive pre-orders.
That was a great start. You're learning defense, but there are situations far more intense. I will show you a trick, but use it with care.
So they're already pretty much at the point where a delay might be on the table.
You won't be helpless, so don't be confounded. If they overcome you attacking en masse, take them all out with one big final blast.
I think the Iron Man game is going to be amazing. It's just going to be a while.
Saved a whole village. A dragon had
come to burn
it. We fought as we searched for a
was it a bunch of Souls game? Nope. It was a game that looks like the original Doom. It was an isometric strategy game with minotaurs and mystical stuff.
The fire he shot was a musical rhythm. It could be defeated if you counted with him.
Nothing Soulsy.
You did it! You really did it!
And it was an Adult Swim looking game with Steve Martin.
I am definitely ready to bust my way through Billy Bust Up. It's like platforming your way through your favorite childhood movie. Ugh, I love it.
Yeah, those one actually look pretty cool.
While I was reparking the van, I may have gotten caught up in
Nothing Souls like 10 out of 10.
Underground street race. I've never actually drifted, but how hard could it be? Let's check back in with Midas while I take the wheel.
Yeah, I made Travis a believer in Crimson Desert.
I'm really happy to be on the street and not in that van. Especially because I get to show you the remake of this PlayStation 3 classic we've all been waiting for. Take a look at the latest from our friends at Sega.
Oh, they said Sega. I was like, Infamous? Wait a minute. A remake of a PS3 classic we've been waiting for? Oh, like Infamous? Prototype?
ミニゲームとか、追加ストーリーつって追加してた部分をそもそも
Oh, I remember this game.
ダークタイズって形で一本の別のゲームとして切り出して全く別の主人公で違う
Was this on
物語
Dreamcast?
を見れるっていうまあゲームにしたことなんですね。なのでこれまでの極みシリーズはあくまでもフルリメイク 作品っていう形でやってましたけど、今回はもう新しいゲームをもう一本作って、
Yakuza Dark Ties。
主人公と敵対する人間をもう一人の主人公として描いているので、
Infamous is never coming back。Oh, definitely don't say never when it comes to Infamous.
ユーザーによって感覚は違うと思うんですけれど、
There is interest in the game.
メインストーリー上戦うべき相手、
Most importantly, Sucker Punch wants to do it again.
楽しめるというのが今回の最大の特徴になっています。
You know, Sony loves their remasters. I think we're at bare minimum getting a remaster of 1 and 2.
PC ゲーマーっていうのは、僕の記憶が正しければ多分龍が如く
You got banned off PlayStation?
の時11年前ぐらいに初めて PC 市場に僕らは
You mean they banned,
出
like,
していって、
you got banned from voice?
プレイステーションでのみゲームをリリースしていたんですね。しかも日本人向けというか日本語しか対応してないっていう昔は状態で、龍が如くってタイトル自体は
I've never heard of anyone actually getting banned from PlayStation.
作るっていうコンセプトでもともと作ってたゲームだったんで、世界の人たちに
I know back a while years ago I had an issue
なんですけど、ちゃんと
with my email.
まあ言葉をローカライズしてで世界
So
中
I
のゲー
couldn't
ムユー
so
ザ
I
ー
couldn't
に
get with my
遊んでもらえる
PS
環境
account. I just ended up making a new one.
整えてからもうその PC 市場で大き
Does that
く
carry
受け
PlayStation
入れられることで
this generation?
今これだけスタジオがやっと
They definitely did some heavy lifting.
グローバル化が進んできたっていうのがあるので、龍が如くスタジオにとってはものすごく龍が如くってタイトルにとっても PC
Yeah, I think we're definitely getting an Infamous 1 and 2 remaster.
彼らがあってこその今なのかなと。でこれからも多分大きくそっちに
And I think at some point Sucker Punch is going to make a sequel.
楽しいことをやっていけたらなと思ってますけど。
They might alternate between Ghost
そも
and
そも
and Infamous
16
for
年
a
前
little
のオリ
bit.
ジナル版って一つのスタイル。
I mean,
まあ多分主
since
人公の桐生一馬
for the last 6 years,
自分の
over a course of 6
展開に
years,
基づいた
Insomniac has
アクション
sold
をやっていたと思うんですけれど、
almost
それから時を重ねる
60 million
龍が如く
copies
シリーズもいろんなバ
for
トルアクション
PlayStation.
の改良を行ってきて、まあ今作はそのバトルアクションのある意味最
It's
新版が
definitely not a
具体
crazy
的に言う
statement
とこれちょっとまあ
to
沖
say.
縄っていうまあ
I mean, what other first party studio move more
日本の
units
街ですね。沖縄ってまあ琉球王国
than
と言われ
Insomniac
ていて、まあちょっとその独自の文化とかを持っている
over the
まあ
last 6
独特
years?
な土地柄で琉球スタイルみたいな感じのバトルアクション、まあ簡単に言うと琉球武器というか
It's pretty much Insomniac in Santa Monica.
武器やヌン
Because
チャク
Naughty Dog still haven't released a game this generation
ものを駆使したバト
They've
ルア
just
クショ
done
ンみたいなも
remasters
のが楽しめるっていう
of
もの
The
が
Last of Us.
入っているので大幅にバトルアクションはまあ新しくなってるって言った方がいいでしょうね。変わってるというよりはもう一新されてます。龍が如く極み3、龍が
I
如
was
く3
gonna say it looks so good because Sucker Punch are
9月24
geniuses.
日からもう予約開始しております。これまで実は龍が如くのまあ昔の作品ってあまり PC のユーザーの方ってやってなかったりする
Sucker Punch has been amazing, but Yote is their first game of the PS5 generation.
龍が如く3の知識ストーリーっていうのは
And before that,
入りやすい
they
ストーリー
did
になっているので
Ghost of Tsushima, which was
このタイミ
great.
ングで龍が如くシリーズを始めてもら
But
って
Sucker
もいいですし
Punch, but
シリーズファンの方々に
Insomniac
は
has just put
か
up
なり
so
生ま
many
れ変わ
more
っ
games.
た新しい
There's so many games.
ゲームの体験がお約束できると思いま
We've
すの
gotten so much
で
from
ぜ
Insomniac.
ひ予約して遊んでみてください。
Spider-Man
よろしくお願いします
PS4. Spider-Man Remastered. Spider-Man Remastered PC. Ratchet and Clank Ripped Apart. Miles Morales. Spider-Man 2. PC ports for all of them. Now we're getting Wolverine
I've
next year.
attempted some tough segues in my career, but nothing quite like going from brawling gangsters to a small dog on a bicycle delivering the mail. But I think our next trailer will get your stamp of
No one likes the
approval.
Sega Iron Man game?
Get it?
I'm sure some people do.
Stamp, mail. Those high-level puns are why they are paying me $8 million to host this show.
I thought they were paying you $3 million. Damn, the numbers keep going up. Number 2, is that down for you? I definitely think it could have been better, but I was ultimately satisfied with the game. I still thought it was really good, even with the flaws. It definitely could have been better for sure. The expectations were just insane. but I think it mostly delivered. I think it improved on Spider-Man PS4 in most ways. They just unfortunately didn't have enough time, you know, to polish it the way they needed to. I think we got one last God of War Egypt left this generation. Yeah, that's gonna be crazy. And they also got the 2D God of War game coming out next year. The Silk Song style God of War game. Yeah, it's supposed to come out next year. We'll probably see it at the Game Awards. Crater Studios. This looks like something Travis would play. Like an old school third-person space shooter. When you gonna get Marvel's RPG? Baldur's Marvel's 3. I would love a game that's like Baldur's Gate 3. That doesn't have Baldur's Gate 3 combat.
Great news for those who bet on the 40 to 50 casualties bracket. A local cleanup crew is on.
You're indifferent to games that emulate stuff. You don't like the life sims type of stuff? The cozy life sims and the gardening? Yeah. Yeah, I don't really play cozy games either.
Important questions. Should we trust independent cleanup crews to handle these disasters? Is it safe? Can we rely on them? Are they even human beings? And would we not feel safe?
I think fans definitely in general need to be more patient. I think especially with Insomniac. I can understand like some other studios, but with the amount of work that Insomniac puts out consistently, that's high quality, I think people just take it way too far. Don't like Sims, Animal Farm. Yeah, I love me some GTA though. I don't play The Sims or anything like that.
It looks like we'll be mopping up some truly monstrous
death threats are
messes
just weird.
in Kaiju Cleanup. Speaking of mega beasts, let's check in with Midas and see whether he's spotted any kaiju of his own whilst he's roaming the streets of Tokyo.
Listen, I know we have our fun, but it's important to remember that Japan isn't some
I think that game is actually going to do pretty
Giant
well,
monsters
assuming it
aren't
actually
real,
works.
and they can't hurt you.
Kaiju Cleanup
All
looks
the
different.
neon herons and
That's
you
funny
might
because
feel like
Kaiju
magic,
number 8,
but it's like any
one of my
other
favorite
city.
anime right now.
Tokyo is a place where people live,
The main character's
socialize,
job
work,
before
and
in the beginning of the show
let's
was
put a
literally
pause
to
on
clean
the
up
giant
after
lizard.
kaiju.
Why don't we take a look at something
they
nice
live
and
in
normal?
They live in
Like
a place,
Studio 51
Japan,
and
that's
Swery
constantly getting
team up?
attacked by kaiju.
We couldn't have one of those wholesome games here.
And his job,
Oh, well,
was
let's chat to our friends
cleanup,
making
was
psychedelic
part of the
roguelike
cleanup team.
Hotel Barcelona.
What's up, King?
M for mature.
How you doing, my friend? No more hero from the geniuses behind No More Heroes? You have my interest. Hotel Barcelona. It's a 3D, it's like a 3D side scroller action. This actually looks pretty cool. And they got something for the they got some plot as well. PS has another demo. Yeah, they got some good demos at the show. They got a Resident Evil Requiem demo there too, and Tokon Fighting Souls. I'm definitely not buying Crimson Desert, but I'm glad you're interested.
今回、アクションゲームを作ろうっていうふうになった時に一番最初の自分のキャリアに立ち戻ったんですね。でこのキャリア自体をアクションゲームしかもアーケードゲームから始めているので
I don't think people appreciate. I don't think newer gamers truly appreciate how great Insomniac is. They've been doing this for 30 years. Consistently just really good games for 30 years.
トンバ2っていう、お話も出ましたけど 僕がコンシューマーゲームを学んだのは、トンバ2の開
They're
発者で
definitely
あ
like
り、もともと
there's definitely an argument to be made
藤原徳郎
here
さ
one
ん
in
と
the
いう
GOAT
方の
Studios.
下だったんですよ。で魔界村の難しさって皆さんすごく分かってると思うんだけど、
Spyro, Ratchet and
あの
Clank
ハードコアな魂っていうのがホテルバルセロナに
The
お
Insomniac
そらく
Spider-Man
引き継がれ
games
てると思います。ホテルバルセロナが、数多くあるローグライクゲームの中でどういう個性を持っていこう
I
か、
mean, you aren't
どういう個性
itching
で
GTA
際
anyway.
立たせようかって考えた時に一番最初に決めたのはバトルにすること。このゲームはバ
This
トル
game
ゲ
was
ー
really
ム
fun
であ
actually.
って探索ゲームではないという部分を一番最初に
Apparently,
決めました。
Anada will
で
have
そ
a
の
closed
次に
beta at the end of
繰り返
October.
し遊ばせるローグライクにする際に、
I'll tap.
よくあるですね、
I definitely want to
そ
try
の
it.
度に素材とかアイテムとかを持って帰って次に自分を強化
I
す
mean,
る
it,
っていう
it
部分
looks
だけじゃ
fun.
なくて、自分が遊んだ
It
時
just has to
間、
work.
このホテルバスナープレイした時間そのものを次の周回に持ち越していくという
The
時
hotel
間
bars
の
don't look the
概
same.
念を入れようというふうに考えて
It
差
look,
別化を
it's
図っています
co-op, right? It looks like it's co-op.
スレさんとホテルバルセロナ、今回一緒にご一緒させてもらって、企画の立ち上げから一緒にやってるんですけども、
What the Anada game looks like we have everything. I mean, literally, because they're taking everything from every game
告知が出来上がってタイトルが出来上がっ
and
て
is putting it in one.
ホテルバルセロナというタイ
It's
トル
like
が出来上がって
anything they
じゃあ
they
内容を
played
しましょうって
that
言った
looks
時に
that they
たまたま
were interested in at
リ
all.
ベントがあったん
They're
です
just
ね。
throwing it in there.
でそれでカナダのバンフというところに行ったんですけども、
Can't wait to
それが
pre-order
実はこの
Wolverine.
T シャ
Yes,
ツ
sir.
2人で泊まったホテルなんですけども、でこの時に結構セリさんと2人で企画のアイデアを出し合って、で企画が固まった時点で実はその場でデボルバーにプレゼンして、
Yeah, I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna apply. I applied for the 7 Deadly Sins beta as well. I'm gonna try to get into the Anada one. I got into the Whirlwind's Meat one.
結局デボルバーはなかなかピッチ OK してくれなかったんですけども、今回素晴らしいカルトゲームがパブリッシュになってくれましたけども、 そんなこんな
Like not even just swinging like Spider-Man. The fact that he actually has one of these symbiote attacks, like he has one of the actual symbiote attacks from Spider-Man 2, like
っていうところから
the exact
どんどん
animation.
作っていってもらって、で途中過程も一回僕見せてもらって、本当ゴリゴリのアクションゲーム作ってるんだなっていうので、本当僕は簡単なフィードバックぐらいしかしてないんですけども、すごい硬派な
I'm
アク
gonna
ション
play
ゲームに仕
Toxic
上がって
Commando, maybe.
驚きましたし、
If they send me a copy, I'll
こ
try
の
it.
導いてくれたセイリさんにもう感謝もありますし、すごく尊敬してます。
で、あとお気に入りの武器ですけど、
It made me think of that light of
進化系の中に
Mortem
バッ
that's
トと
ripping off Horizon.
を持つ武器があるんですよ。名前が確
Because
か
at least
スラッシュ
Anada is just ripping
マッ
off
シュ
multiple
ラッ
games
シュ
instead
スラ
of
ッシ
just
ュ
one.
なんかわかんない。そんな名前だったと思うんだけど、バットと包丁は僕の好きな映画のシャイニング
John
の
Carpenter's again,
奥
valid.
さんがジャックを攻撃するときに使った武器
Next
で
year,
す。
probably Wolverine, GTA,
ホテルバ
Forza.
ルセロナもう発売してます。
プラットフォームは Steam、
Have a Takibi game looks like Superman. It's coming out next year.
プレイしてオンラインに参加
They
して
actually
ください。
dropped a story. They dropped a new story trailer. They actually dropped their first story trailer at the Tokyo Game Show this week. I actually reacted to it on stream before the Capcom showcase started. Yeah, they're still on pace to drop next year on PS5 and PC.
I hope you enjoy the behind the scenes of Hotel Barcelona. Thank you, Slurry. I'm gonna get in line and
Yeah, no way Venom's coming out the same year. No, we would have definitely heard about it by now if it was 2026. Venom is 2027 probably.
All of the games you're seeing today to your Steam wishlist. Just head over to pcgamer.com/wishlist. Someday, humankind will set foot on Mars. And on that day, I'll say, hard pass. I am not going to Mars. Going to Mars either means
I think Venom will come out before Spider-Man 3 precisely.
Or, even worse, spending
to clarify
hours watching
what's
Matt Damon
going on with the
grind
symbiotes.
Potatoes. There is one great way to visit.
I'm not
Los
expecting
Angeles,
Spider-Man
and
2,
it's our
Spider-Man
next
3
game
until
where
2029.
rebellious workers are rising up
Maybe
against their
2028.
corporate overlords. Which side will you choose?
Rising up against corporate overlords. I don't think there's much of a choice there. You can see her playing Emma Frost. The Expanse better in Mass Effect. I still haven't watched The Expanse. The God of War Metroidvania that's dropping next year. That's probably going to be on multiple platforms. God of War Egypt is going to probably be a PlayStation 6 title. Yeah, if Venom was the next game from Insomniac, they would have announced it. Games of Bass for you. Yeah, you're definitely going to need some money or connections to get stuff for free to get through all the gaming stuff next year, because there's so many games. Claw Punk featuring the heaviest of metal, as it should.
Doesn't Clawpunk look incredible?
It looks very metal.
Almost as incredible as all those TGS cosplayers.
Should have called it Metal Claw.
I was hoping to walk the floor in my homemade Cloudstrike cosplay. But apparently, the broadcast van full of extremely expensive equipment isn't big enough to fit one measly full-scale Buster Sword. It's fine. I'm fine.
If you have Amazon Prime,
we're not
you can watch
all
ad-free on
about
Twitch.
Upcoming games here at the PC Gaming Show. Here's an update on a game you've already got. The mad scientists over at Tripwire Interactive
Save the money you get for Christmas
to
buy the games you
what's
might.
new with the guns and gameplay of FPS Splatterfest Killing Floor 3, including one big change based on community feedback.
Make sure you give your neighbor a heads up. Oh, it's up. Whoa.
Hey everyone, Brian Wanya, creative
That
director
Killing
of
Floor
Killing
3.
And I'm excited to share a look at our first batch of new content, the Rearmament Update. Included in Rearmament are 3 new guns as well as new mods. From various weapon magazines to new sights and even barrel attachments. These real-world weapons provide players with powerful new ways to shred Zeds and rip enemies apart.
Bro, that looks brutal. Wait till Spider-Man 3. Now, if Spider-Man 3 is apparently targeting 2028 or 2029, so if there's a PlayStation showcase next year to promote the PS6, I could definitely see Spider-Man 3 get announced. Potentially.
We've also reworked the perks.
If they're targeting 2028, it's definitely getting announced.
Take on Horzine as their favorite specialist, utilizing their favorite perk.
But if it's 2029, they might do Venom instead. Back from ads, is it? If you have Amazon Prime, drop that Prime sub. Watch ad free.
Additionally, rearmament includes
I think Insomniac's roadmap is Wolverine, then Venom, then Spider-Man 3. And Killing Floor is on all platforms. This year has some. Yeah, people who have simplistic views of the world, they seem so well. Some of them seem happy. A lot of them also seem mad too, all the time. It definitely makes it easier to fit in on one side when you don't have any nuanced views. Like when you're in the middle, or just give a reasonable take instead of just jumping to one side or the other, it definitely makes things more difficult as opposed to just picking a side.
Let's check in with
Co-op
Wes
Doom?
Brennan for
Probably
his
not.
latest report from the Tokyo Game Show.
Oh, is this that Magic School Bus game?
I'm here with Densha Attack, which I'm pretty sure has more trains doing flips than any other game.
It's
here
like
at TGS.
it's like Subway Surfer with trains.
Upcoming game, which could be described as Tony Hawk but with Japanese trains.
Tell me, how the heck did this game come about?
Actually, the story is like.
I know I played. I haven't even finished single player Doom.
In the office as if it were a finger skate, you know, and it was
I'm
like,
good.
Oh, this is fun. Like what if trains could flip, you know, could green, could do like any other skateboard trick.
So you're telling me that you did not come up with a train doing kickflips game just so you could come to Tokyo Game Show in a country where people tend to like their trains? That wasn't the goal?
That would be a great excuse because I love coming here, but no, it wasn't actually like that.
The game was wild.
It's been amazing so far. Like it gains a lot of traction. Like it sparks a lot of curiosity, right? And it seems like it went a little bit viral on Twitter when it was first announced. So a lot of people are coming that they already knew the game, and it's like, oh, I want to try the demo. So that's a first for us.
A lot of Japanese players too?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. The game's coming out
Music kind of slaps.
next year, PC and consoles, and yeah, that's it.
Nice. Are you planning to do a Steam Next Fest before the game's out?
We're aiming to do so that players can get hands on the game and try it before they decide to buy it.
Yeah, the thing that's keeping gaming fresh is definitely the indie and AA scene. Like when you're not at a big AAA studio, you can take a lot more risks. Get a little more creative. Like if you're at a big AAA studio, there's no way anyone is going to sign off at the executive level on a game where you're doing kick flips with a train. But if you're working at a smaller studio, they're like, yeah, why not?
Brutals don't just cause pain to those who fall in battle. The ones left behind, they're the reason we fight to survive. The children you meet at the camp,
I think that's a good point for sure, because
everyone you'll meet
they're going to push they're already pushing the prices. Oh, this looks crazy.
Some have lost
But if there's like legitimately, great games,
others live each day in tears
for like, under 50
by the boy.
that people are flocking to instead of the big AAA releases, that'll make them adjust. This looks Souls-ish, but that does look very cool. The Relic, First Guardian. Early 2026? Oh no.
I'll be waiting for you there.
A lot of competition in early 2026.
International gaming news broadcaster, having the ability to bring my Steam library everywhere I go is more than just convenience. It's a necessity. And if you fill out our survey, you too could enjoy all the freedoms of gaming on the go with a brand new Steam Deck. Simply head over to pcgamer.com/survey to win. Next up, we've got something special from the publisher of games like the Exit 8, Genosha, and the Momodora series. They're one of Japan's oldest indie game publishers, and today they're giving us a look at 3 exciting new games heading our way. Here's what's coming up from Playism.
GTA is going to ruin the industry. Ruin is crazy. It's gonna inflate the revenue the industry generates by a lot. Shot a Clanker. I don't play much Ultron actually.
I don't know how to live without her.
So Diver,
I've been trying to pick him
do
up.
what you do best. Help Lena remember.
Thank you, Travis. GTA's price high, other games. I mean, here's the thing. GTA is like in its own price hikes are already happening. Like Xbox has like done 2 different price hikes. Like GTA hasn't even announced what they're going to be charging. Everybody else is taking initiative. Nintendo in particular. So it doesn't even have anything to do with GTA. That's just the reality. Nintendo and Microsoft took advantage of the tariff situation to hike prices and see how far they can push things. Like Nintendo's pricing is outrageous right now. I think this is the most yeah, this is their first Tokyo PC Gaming Tokyo Game Show. The future game show PC Gaming Show is usually pretty good.
Thrown around a lot, but here's a new game that's already got cult status because it's about building the perfect doomsday cult. But, and I speak from experience when I say this, building a cult following is just the beginning. Don't miss this wild
64
world
games are back.
premiere from Wolfhouse Games.
Yeah, games were more expensive overall, but they were also much more expensive to make.
You know,
The issue gamers have is that games were more expensive, but that's because the industry was still new, so producing everything was a lot more expensive.
Is to join us.
But everything's been so inflated. And companies are trying to pass the money on to consumers when they don't have to. Yeah, Nintendo used to be good. At least I thought they were when I was a kid. But yeah, now I can't rock with them. An actual cult game. What is this, bro? This actually looks crazy. Hold up. You're riding a bear? Alright, not gonna lie, this might be the best game they show so far. What the heck? What was that? This comes out in 2026. What platforms? Wishlist now on Steam. That actually, I think that's going to be a big game. I think that game is going to be really popular.
Welcome to the end, hero.
That looks like a game that is going to catch on. That looks really cool.
What fate awaits your past?
Yeah, Nintendo has their own niche. You know, they locked down the handheld market, and they're just taking advantage of it with that exclusivity. And I think they're just going too far. Like, I used to like Nintendo back in the day, I'm not paying $100 for a Pokemon game on a handheld that looks like a PS4 game. Not even PS4 Pro. Like, that's crazy. And that's like on top of the, you know, $500 for the actual Switch too. Yeah, no.
Prepare to
See, the Legends of
history.
It's the lowest pre-orders in all Pokemon history. Ah, I didn't see that. I mean, that makes sense. It's literally like I was watching some videos about it. It's like $100 to get everything. Like they're paywalling evolutions.
To make a game filled with dinosaurs, giant robots.
How are they paywalling
pixelated
evolutions?
veterinarian from the year 12
That's
million
crazy.
BC. Yeah, there's a lot going on in the threads of time. In fact, I could use a breather. Luckily, even in a bullet train bustle of
I haven't actually
Tokyo, there's still places
played
to
a
slow down.
Nintendo game in many years. I love the N64, but I didn't get the GameCube or anything after that.
Feels better already, right? We're going to need it because next up is
the markets
a
and gamers,
big one.
parents and kids.
Here's an extended look at what's new in Warhammer.
I mean, at some point,
40K
the kids are going to be
4.
like, yeah, the parents are going to be like, yeah, no. And it looks like they're already starting doing it. Slowly but surely.
Today the enemy shall know fear.
Consumers will put up with a lot if they have enough brand loyalty, but they have limits.
The orcs attack! Kill them all! Here we go.
Warhammer's on. Oh yeah, I forgot you love Warhammer.
Tech priest leader sighted.
This is the tactical one.
Purge them to the last.
Yeah, Travis is locking in. Yeah, I gotta get back on Space Marine 2 at some point. Play some of the new multiplayer content.
We shall know no fear. All shall die. Withdraw.
Fall back.
Do not submit to defeat. Fight to the last.
Both ways for Nintendo, mostly kidding Nintendo Switch 2, still getting more combat. Cyberpunk as well. Your name me a heretic? I'll take it. Music is epic. Dawn of War, wishlist now. Coming 2026. I'm guessing Travis is wishlisting now. Yeah, Warhammer always has the most aura. The designs are so good. We get it behind the scenes.
I mean, the first big decision, of course, was what are we aiming for, right? Do we try to do a Dawn of War 1 or a Dawn of War 2 or a mix of the both? Because, you know, we like both of them, but in the end we said, no, let's really go with Dawn of War 1. That's our guiding star.
There were three major things that we were looking to preserve building Dawn of War 4. First off, we wanted to double down and push forward on sync kills. So not only just having synchronized animations between units killing each other, but also synchronized melee combat through our combat director system.
This was look good for a
lot
tactical.
of people, you know, what do you remember from Dawn of War 1, or what, you know, made Dawn of War 1 for you? And everybody was excited about sync kills, right? Because that was just something that everybody remembered. And so we said, okay, we definitely want sync kills in the game, but could we maybe even make it, you know, more spectacular or something that, you know, 20 years later is super cool. And so we came up with a new system.
I didn't play Dawn of War 1.
Like a new version or reinterpretation of a classic game. The challenge is always that you're not.
I think Travis might have a problem.
The old game, but you try to recreate the feeling that people had when they played the old game, right? So what you basically want to do is you look at the old game, you ask yourself, okay, how did this work and how did this?
I'm looking forward to that Henry Cavill Warhammer show.
Do this 20 years later.
We also wanted to bring back base building as well as large-scale armies and engagements.
There are so many cool factions and so many cool stories you could choose from, and we basically ended up picking the factions we picked because we felt if we do like a new version or like a evolution of Dawn of War 1, you need the Blood Ravens and you need the Orcs. That is just a given.
We worked closely together with Games Workshop to make sure that we got the feel and the look of all factions right. We knew right from the jump that we wanted to make a game that felt true to the universe and to the factions.
We thought about adding the Necrons because we felt that, you know, Necrons were kind of promised for Dawn of War 3 and never came. So it felt like a nice touch to finally give them to the players. There may be a faction that, you know, never had a big role in a Dawn of War game. And there are not that many. Adeptus Mechanicus is definitely like a big and important faction in the 40k universe, and they were never part of the Dawn of War, and so we felt that's a good opportunity to have something new for everyone.
A couple of things that we knew we wanted to bring back were
Walker
things
Dog.
such as unit upgrades and so on, such as assault.
They're talking about the new Warhammer Dawn of War right now.
As well as hero units. Not making them
You
too
might have missed the best
powerful,
game
but
of the showcase so
definitely
far.
still significant for a player's army. We also wanted to bring back 4 different factions, essentially, each with their own gameplay mechanics.
We somehow have to get this stuff back in the game, but make it like a new version or our version. And then there might be some things, you know, that maybe are not IP conform anymore or that feel, you know, out of place 20 years later. And those are the things we said, okay, let's not keep them because it's more about, you know, having a great game today and not recreating a game that was great 20 years ago.
I wondered if it was a dream. How deserts loomed where skies should gleam. Until I broke free from gravity. Only to fall into a new world.
This looks cool.
Beyond my understanding.
Who's Tyler Durden?
The Aeneid gods
From Fight Club.
revealed, and the solar barge crossing Nile and sky.
You never saw Fight Club?
Are no longer just myths. Because the mask calls. Gods echo in my soul. I rise and take the sky, facing the fireflies from the Durag.
This looks insane. It's probably a tactical game or
I
isometric.
command the dead with loyalty beyond. In the name of divinity, I will.
I thought it was great.
make
I
my
love the Soul Mask. No gameplay. DLC.
You know, if I could possess people like
I've
you
never
can
seen
in
that.
Soul Mask, I'd head straight to the nearest bank, possess the bank manager, and use his body to open the bank a few minutes early. Then I'd jump back into my own body and get all my banking done without having to wait in line. Ugh, the perfect bank job. Now, while we're here at the Tokyo Game Show, we've got our eye out for some true gaming celebrities. And we sure found one. Earlier today, Wes Fenlon visited the show floor and got a chance to chat with none other than industry legend Shuhei Yoshida.
Ooh.
This
Yoshida-san.
was Farah, a city of wonder and invention. Here, humans shaped us in their image, gave us life.
Well, I forgot what was the name of that cult, the game about the cult
and their flaws.
that they showed.
No longer what they were, twisted by grief and corrupt.
That game looked crazy. You basically play as a cult leader or something. It looked insane. Join us, yeah. That game actually looked crazy.
Beware, Rosa. The echoes of war still.
I wasn't sure at first. Then the trailer just got crazier and crazier. I'm like, wait a minute.
Stirs once more.
Reach. Yoshida. Some VR.
playing Reach is like becoming a movie action hero. I became Nathan Drake, so much excitement and fast movement. I really enjoyed, playing using the bow and arrow.
VR is the future.
With multiple
Maybe.
enemies and multiple tools I can use, even with different kinds of arrows. And I can be very strategic, and I can sneak, into the area and, do the thing that
You're going to embrace VR one day.
Enemies as well. So the combat is really fun. The, freedom of movement and freedom of action in 3D environment has always been a challenging thing to do in VR games because of, comfortability of people playing.
Should we get more
game
solo
in
Marvel
VR.
games?
However,
We are.
Reach has reached to the level that the
Insomniac.
any game players would be able to.
Insomniac obviously has their
experience
solo Marvel
freedom
games.
of movement and freedom.
We're getting Iron Man.
3D
If that goes well,
environment.
EA is going to said they do at least 2 more Marvel games after that. Once again, more solo games. We got Blade coming out. Rise
this
of
line
Hydra.
work isn't as easy as it looks. Beaming some of the finest
2 Marvel
previews
heroes
for
instead of
upcoming
1.
PC games your way is already a very heavy burden. And I've managed to park our broadcast van next to an izakaya with what might be the best smelling skewers on the planet.
There's going to be a VR
Smeared
headset
hatred I
breakthrough.
watch leave those doors is a unique and painful torment. I'll endure this dark journey of the soul, which is more than I can say for the adventurers in Outward 2, whose journeys are full of more literal perils. Let's take a look.
I think right now what's holding most people back from VR is the pricing and the quality. Once
to create outward,
once the visuals hit a certain level of clarity
to live the life of a common adventure.
and they
How
add
does
some
it play
other
out
features as
when
well to
ordinary
expand on
people
the
must
immersion
achieve
and the pricing is more
extraordinary
reasonable, yeah, VR is going to be huge, especially as the headsets get more comfortable and smaller.
To us, immersion is much more compelling than empowerment. We let intensity be defined by the calm.
Now
that came
people
before.
love immersion. There's going to be a very large amount of people playing VR
What does it take to vanquish
once it hits a certain point, once it hits a certain
what is
level.
bigger and meaner than you? It's going to take everything you got.
I watched enough of anime about VR to know that it's going to get it to a certain level where it's going to be undeniable. When you feel like you're in the game, all other consoles are going to just be irrelevant. You watch the trailer, you see what you mean? Yep. Join us, it's going to be crazy. Doggy. I love dogs. They're the best. They're better than cats. Sorry. Not sorry. See? House Flipper 2 pets. Add to wish list. Yeah, once we get to full dive VR, it's over.
All that home renovation in House Flipper 2 is giving me ideas for a full van makeover. I could knock through the windshield and add a guest room.
Once
onto it.
VR
I
games
could put
are
a
like
spiral staircase
Shangri-La
up to
Frontier,
a rooftop pool.
no one's going to
And
be on
If I
normal
remove
consoles.
the engine and wheels, I'll have enough room for a sunken living room. It is going to be the perfect van. As long as I don't need to, drive it. Here's a question for you. If you had to choose,
You have to set
would
alarm
you
around
rather
us to
be
take the VR goggles off.
overseer of a
Yeah,
utopian
exactly.
society, the star of a musical, or a magical warrior? Well, here's the great part. You don't have to choose. You can be all three
After-
in these 3 games Annapurna
after the-
Interactive
ooh,
revealed
Annapurna.
in their showcase at the Tokyo
After
Game
AI takes
Show.
over,
Our roving reporter, Wes
we're just gonna be
Fenlon, is on
strapped
the
to
floor
VR
at the
devices,
Tokyo Game Show and got the chance to talk
getting
to the
fed
Annapurna team.
nutrients through tubes, like Wally. Shangri-La Frontier, one of the coolest action anime to come out in quite a while. I love that anime. It's an anime made by a real, someone you can tell who's a real gamer.
And I'm Christopher Hoffman, the lead developer.
Travis is kind of telling on himself.
I'm the lead artist, and we're really trying to like make players who.
I don't think you compare 3D movies because there's been like no really effort to advance 3D movies.
Prince of Persia and Jack and Daxter, and just writing a love
So
letter pretty
that
much to them.
in itself is a gimmick.
It feels awesome to be here.
Hey,
We're
the
super overwhelmed
technology
by
for
all the
VR
benefits, and it feels really awesome to be a part of
has
it.
substantially more potential than 3D's. Like, it's not even really comparable. 3D movies are just like, oh, you put on glasses and the characters pop out. Like, that's all there is to it. Whereas VR is looking to immerse you in your entertainment to make it feel like you're actually there. And they're advancing to do it with like sound and visuals. They're going to have touch
Hi, I'm
and
Jason
smell
Wishnow,
as
and I'm showing
well
off People of Note
at
here
some
at the
point.
Annapurna Interactive booth. It is a turn-based RPG musical, so if you ever felt
gonna
like
be huge.
the characters in Final Fantasy should really sing and dance a lot more, we've got the game for you. We're so excited to be here
Why
at
would you
Tokyo
have a
Game
red
Show.
pill?
It's surreal to kind of see the come
We're
up
gonna
of
take it to
musicals
blue
from
pill,
recent
stay in the
K-pop,
Matrix.
Demon Hunters and everything else. Working on this for so long and coming out now and
Because
revealing it now.
he's the hero. He chose to eat the bad oatmeal. Yeah. I think it's going to be a separate company. I think the mistake PlayStation did with their VR is they tried to tie it to their console. I think that was a mistake. I think if Sony was going to make a VR device, it should have been standalone.
そうですね。やはりここまで結構長い期間かけて開発できて、ようやっとまあ僕らの
The fact that you can't play it away from your PS5 like kind of ruins the whole experience.
本当に嬉しいです。このゲームは心温まるゲームだと思ってるので、ぜひプレイしてなんだろう。
I think Meta will probably crack the code. They've been investing the most money into it. Yeah, taking over as badass person would be getting rid of rappers. No, a lot of jobs are definitely going to be disappearing because AI, but not. I don't think as much as people think like right away. Yeah, companies are definitely going to be exploring how much labor they can replace with technology. But at the end of the day, too much of our economy relies on consumer spending. So they're eventually going to need to figure something out or not push too far. They're still going to need humans to spend money.
Forget the lies she filled your mind with.
Uh-oh, or alert.
And prove your worth to me.
Oh, this is the Morbid Metal game. Yeah, this is cool too. This reminds me of Warframe a little bit. But like Warframe and Devil May Cry. We all know Travis is going to be the first one in line for VR. Yeah, Morbid Metal actually looks sick. Oh, we got a playtest. Can sign up now. Yeah, that looks pretty cool.
So that was the latest trailer for Morbid Metal. I'm lucky enough to be here on the show floor with Felix, the game director of Screen Juice. Tell me, Felix, how's it going today? I noticed a common theme in that trailer was dying. Are people making it out of the demo here in the booth?
Yeah, it is definitely tough out here.
So it's like a bullet hell game. Roguelike, yeah.
But yeah, people seem to really have fun. It's also really awesome to see all these people coming to the booth and just having such a blast with Morbid Metal. I kind of
It reminded me of Saros a little bit,
to be honest. I mean,
without the bullet,
the
bullet hell
like
stuff.
A couple years ago, and I'm kind of like feeling like a little boy holding this prop right here, and it's a dream come true. So I want to take this opportunity to also announce something really cool.
Let's do it.
So we are opening playtest submission on Steam, so you can register right now and make sure you don't miss it. We're gonna have a playtest later.
A real FMA game.
Really cool.
No argument from me.
Features that we want to test with you guys and see what you think about it. So make sure you register right now.
I would love an
and
FMA
register
game.
on Steam.
A proper FMA Brotherhood game.
Wow, that is some truly intense, combo-driven, bot-swapping combat in action roguelite Morbid Metal. And speaking of heavy metal, did you know our broadcast van is built from some of the spare parts of some iconic talking vehicles? The CPU of Kit from Knight Rider, the front bumper of Lightning McQueen from Cars, the spark plugs of Optimus Prime. I know, you're wondering what a vehicle with all those different personalities would sound like when it talks, right? Me too. Oh, I really wonder. Well, let's go check in on Midas.
You think she's good?
I'm here at Asaka.
Any news about the Iron Man game? Nope.
District stitching together ages of Tokyo's history. Here, you can start walking in the
Chats and
modern
love.
day. Stroll through the Edo-era vibes of Nakamase shopping stores and finish
Careful,
your
Gabe.
jaunt at the centuries
I'm telling Aaron Pierre on you.
Tokyo's oldest Buddhist temple, first built almost 1,400 years ago. Here, you'll find a towering 5-story pagoda, Neo statues, and crucially, fortune slips. If you excuse me, I'm going to see if I can turn my luck around. But something tells me there are more games in your future. Back
Be
to you,
respectful
Elle.
of the ladies, Travis.
Did you know that the world's largest spider has a body over 5 inches
Some
long?
of these games
has a
actually
leg
look fire.
span of
Oh, for sure.
1
There's definitely
foot,
a couple
and can
I would
eat
definitely play here.
birds and snakes. Well, the monsters in our next game have a nickname for that spider. They call it Pee-wee. Just a warning. If you don't like the idea of a game with a whole bunch of enormous, terrifying spiders, you might want to cover your eyes with both hands. And
spider
cover
warning.
your ears with somebody else's hands, at least for the next 45 seconds.
Spider warning incoming for anyone with arachnophobia. She does not look like an adult film star. What is wrong with you? She looks like a normal, professional host. You're out of your mind. What are you, a Mormon? Oh, no. This is not OD. It's a different game.
We bring word from the outer regions. Our scouts are
Star Fox.
There are developments, my liege.
So, the rumors were true.
This land is ready for a new beginning. What shall we do?
Sow these lands before anyone else. Reap the fruit of new
The
generations.
Kojima horror game looked insane though.
But our
I don't know how he
first
comes up
duty
with this
is
stuff.
to protect the people. Instead of taking lands, we should build more on ours.
horses or are ye chickens?
Prawn
Did you
shoulders.
forget we're not alone in this land? What if some other bloke takes it before we do? Strike 'em first and
She's
hurt
she's showing too much neck.
we raise our standards.
Travis is offended.
No, we must strive for peace.
Our focus is growth.
Our objective is war.
Silence! This is no time for haste. The path we choose shall forge this kingdom's destiny.
This looks like a Nintendo game. Kingdom of the Shores. Wish list now on Steam. Start building your kingdom. Is this the new Hades? Oh, she cooking. This music go crazy. They want it. I mean, the trailer just looked like, for OD. This looked like a modern horror movie, but in video game form. Great visuals. They're snapping with this music. I love the bounce and the violins.
What would you call a roguelike beat 'em up? A beat-alike? A rogue 'em up? Well, whatever it's called,
All valid.
Absolem looks awesome. Now, we are speeding towards the end of our show, but buckle up for our big finale. I mean it. Buckle up. I don't care if you're not in a van. Go and find the nearest buckle and then up it. We have got 2 huge world premieres, and we are not hitting the brakes until you've seen them.
All right, see how they're closing the show. Blink. Fall Guys, people. Complete random test. Throw a chair through hoop as many times as possible. Yeah, this definitely looks like some Fall Guys people worked on it. I think Nickelodeon about to sue somebody. This is literally the SpongeBob theme, slightly remixed. Oh, now they switched it up. They're just taking everybody's music. This looks like Kojima Levels of Insanity. You're not wrong. Task time. Is it surprising still games are still released on PS4? Not really. Considering like what happened. Hideo reference. Yeah, the fact that for like several years people couldn't even get PS5s, it makes sense. The supply chain issues, people couldn't get the consoles. Then we had inflation, tariffs hit. What the heck? So it makes sense if we're still getting PS4 games. Broken Lore. That game was crazy.
That was Don't Lie, and I won't lie to you. It's been an incredible show. We had Takibi Mailmen and Warhammer Space Marines. We saw Doomsday Cults and spoke
That was
with
that was the
TGS
best one, I
developers.
think.
I got scared by a pretend lizard. That's a successful trip in my books. From the streets of Shibuya, this is Midas signing off. Remember, don't tip your waitress. They don't like that hair. It makes everyone feel uncomfortable. See you in the next
Actually
show.
true.
Elle, back to you.
They pay their wait staff, so they don't have tipping culture.
That is a wrap on our first ever PC gaming show.
Y'all take a trip to
Tokyo
Japan?
Direct.
Oh yeah, I definitely want to
We
go
hope
one
you
day.
enjoyed the show as much as I enjoyed getting paid $21 million to host it. And we'll see you again sooner than you think for the PC gaming show Most Wanted in December. Thanks for watching.
All right. Shout out to the PC Gaming Show for inviting me to co-stream. Always a good time. Even if I don't play any games, I like doing these showcases. Just an excuse to hang out with the chat. They're wrong. The only good Kojiva game will be. That's very dark. No, I think you just have to play. I think we just need to sit you down and play Death Stranding. Game stood out to me. That Join Us game, the game about the cult. That looked actually crazy. This one was pretty good. This one looked okay as well. And yeah, the Metaloid game too looked pretty good. Yeah, my favorite was definitely the cult. Join Us. Let me see if I can find it. I know Travis was out here glazing the Warhammer game, which looked pretty cool too. Not typically my kind of game now. But I'm looking forward to Space Marine 3. How far back was it? Oh, pretty far back. Can't find it. But yeah, Join Us looked pretty crazy. What's up, Eastwood? Just in time for the end of the show. Appreciate you nonetheless. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna go have some lunch, but I'll be back on later for the after show podcast, of course, with Jay. He was in here earlier as well. So we'll see y'all later tonight. I'm Slot the Gamer signing out. Peace, everybody.